Michael Adebayo, and I'll be doing an informative speech on hate crime. Okay. Hate crimes are still a problem in America and have been increasing each year. It is important to understand hate so that we can minimize it. We need to be understanding to all groups regardless of religion, race, or gender. The FBI reported there has been 6,121 hate crimes reported in 2016, 5,850 such offenses in 2015, and 5,479 in 2014. As a black man living in America, I have personally experienced a hate crime. Yet I have experienced racism. Racism and hate crimes are correlated. By eliminating racism, further hate crimes can be prevented. The earliest anti-hate laws in the United States date to the Reconstruction period immediately following the Civil War, 1861 through 1865, and during the rapid expansion of the Ku Klux Klan in the 1860s, and then again in the 1920s. Since 1995, black African Americans have been the victims of 66% of all racially motivated hate crimes, according to the FBI. According to the FBI data collected from local law enforcement agencies, while black African Americans have long been targeted of hate crimes. In order to understand this topic, you must know exactly what a hate crime is. The Encyclopedia of Race and Racism states, hate crimes are criminal acts committed against people because of the victim's race, religion, national origin, sexual orientation, or other perceived group affiliations. Also known as bias crimes, hate crimes, intimidate people and harm them or their property. These crimes arguably can be considered one of the ultimate consequences of racism. As previously stated, hate crimes are a result of racism. Therefore, it is important that we understand racism too. Racism is defined as prejudice or discrimination directed against someone of a different race based on the belief that one's own race is superior. Many believe that racism isn't an issue. However, I experience racism daily. It affects me whenever I go into a store and I'm followed around by employees due to my race. I even work for a job that will make me follow African Americans that came into the store because they felt it will make the other persons less suspicious. Sadly, most African Americans can relate, and it's an issue that behaviors have been normalized. Now that we have acknowledged that hate crimes are a serious problem, it is time to find a solution. Hate crimes are once again becoming an issue in America. It is important that we address this issue in order to spread awareness and prevent further hate crimes from occurring. Life is hard enough, and people shouldn't have to worry about being harassed for things they can't change. A hate crime is defined as a criminal act committed against people because of their victims' race, religion, national origin, sexual orientation, or other perceived group affiliations, once again. Also known as bias crimes, hate crimes intimidate people and harm them of their property. These crimes arguably can be considered one of the ultimate consequences of racism. There are anti-hate laws in place, however, they're outdated and aren't proven to be effective. It's time to take a stand and figure out how we can solve this problem. In order for social change to occur in America, it is important that we be the change that we can wish in the world, that we can see in the world. Thank you.
Thank you. That's very informative.
Appreciate it.